Phew. So, back in the past. Comfortably back in the years of the 2000s. Also, hello Sonic, that looks like you're from the GBA. Well, not on the GBA, we're on the DS. I have some games to go back and do on other systems, this being one of them. Jeez, this game is loud. Forgot about that. It's hard to figure out what volume to leave my commentary at for this game because the volume varies greatly in my experience. And when I say my experience, I mean having seen like the first 3 or so seconds of this video, and having also seen many seconds of the menu screen. Because of course I usually play this thing blind nowadays. So I have, of course, already played this on console, and I'm gonna see what it's like on this version. Hopefully nothing that's like too impossible to play with a laptop trackpad, because that's what we're doing. But so far I've always managed to play these sorts of games with the trackpad, so... I managed to do Let's Play the Romance with you with the trackpad, so I think I can do it. It just might not be fun. I hope it'll be fun. I only decided to play this game like a couple hours ago. I could not figure out what game to play next after having finally finished Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. I didn't think I wanted to play another game that was licensed immediately, but I wanted to play something short so I could get back to something that was licensed afterwards. So I kept with this, because something handheld would be ideal for that. Except I forgot that means I have to like come up with a background and whatnot. This is a pretty lazy one, pretty quick one that still took me like almost an hour to put together for various reasons. It's a pain putting together these backgrounds. You would be surprised. There's a lot of math involved to get everything to line up just right. It sounds silly, but really. Anyways, let's see what this game's like. Oh yeah, we have a pointing device. So I was like, how do you get to the options? Okay, hooray, this doesn't say we use the touch screen. I was thinking to myself literally just seconds ago as I was starting to record this, wait a minute, this is a DS game where you're swinging a racket at things. This might involve using the touch screen. You can use touch. No, I appreciate, you cannot understate how much I appreciate that you have a choice here. I actually really mean that. I love that I have a choice. Rumble on. You do not have a choice. You will be forced to experience the rumble. We can turn down the music later if we have to, I guess. Actually might. Maybe? I don't know. Superstar Famo. I think you could change the setting in the console version too. I wonder if there were big differences between the different versions of this game. I only played the PS2 version. I only just now today saw it was also released on the PS2 and PS3. And I was trying to do some refreshing of my mind of this game. But full, I'm guessing, means we get to see like big, pretty cutscenes. So I'll keep those on for the moment. I'm guessing that has like things to unlock here or something. If not, then I can just like show off all the characters and be done or something. Yeah, see, we have characters to unlock, so there's stuff to do here. Much lower resolution characters this time around. It's so interesting seeing Jet Set Radio characters here. Oh, you can see what other characters are. He says you can see their silhouettes. Awesome. This is actually a decent number of characters. I'm guessing it's gonna be the whole, I think the whole cast that was in the console version? Probably? I don't know, be whoever you want. Okay. Or not, I guess. Their places to play, and they look like they're basically the same stages. Oh, these are actually pictures of the stages that are full, like from the actual full console game. I mean, I'm guilty of doing the same thing. Look at the background right here. Difficulty from 1 to Alex the Kid, I'm guessing. Hope we don't have. I hope there's not another Alex the Kid experience in this game. But yeah, let's just start out and like figure out how to play the game. I probably should have paid attention to the I feel like a winner today. Control set? I don't remember Beat saying I feel like a winner today in this. It is weird how some characters are voiced in this game that are not voiced otherwise, including, wow, this I am... Wow, is this one of those games that is like a complete point-for-point recreation of the original? Or of the console version, I'm gonna say? Oh, that's not a button to. That's not a swing the racket button apparently. I thought it was just A and B. Remember, it took me a little bit of time to get used to playing this game back in like on the console version as well. It is a little weird how the characters will kind of like home into the home into the ball and how they react differently depending on where you are in relation to it. But yeah, this feels like it controls exactly the same. Oh, that music! That's that face on the other hand. Yeah, that wasn't the best timing, Eggman. That was really cool for a second there, but only for a second.
Game, Dr. Eggman.
Whoops.
This can't be right.
Yeah, are these voice lines? It's so weird that you hear these characters voiced. Yeah, I need to eventually remember the actual differences between the different types of ways to swing the racket. Because right now I'm just kind of swinging back and forth.
Go, go, go!
I remember that line. Although it almost sounds like a different take of the same line. Whoa, careful there. Oh yeah, if you don't actually use your power-ups successfully, I think, if I remember right. I can still see the shadow, like, it's not hard to know where it's going. Yeah, some of the special powers in this game are kind of underwhelming. I realize I haven't used mine yet. Yeah, it sounds like a different take of the same line, and like a worse one. Whoa! Huh. So that's a different effect than in the console version. In the console version, two things. Oh, is it? I think two things happen. So two things happen. Server has the advantage, apparently, or not. Server has the advantage, apparently. But in the console version, one, the terrain underneath your opponent becomes all. Oh, careful there. That was a very good one. Kind of lobbed that. Becomes all slippery because it gets like covered in graffiti somehow, and you also inexplicably get the ability to make your. You're serving well all of a sudden. To make your shots move horizontally in a strange way, and you get to choose which direction they move into, which isn't immediately obvious to your opponent. So far, compared to the original, only difference I'm noticing here, you could probably consider the console version like the original canonical version. Oh, come on. There you go. The only difference I'm noticing is the different power-up effects. Everything else feels exactly the same. Just a lower polygon. Which is admittedly, like, impressive. I've never... It's one thing to make a thing like that happen. Like, I was impressed that the GBA version of Jet Set Radio, incidentally, did that, but in this case, it's a 3D game that's still 3D. What are you doing, Eggman? Just faking me out? There we go. No. So you have to hold the direction that you're trying to hit the ball in, but sometimes that means you accidentally move a little bit in the direction away from where the ball is. You trip there? Yeah, the lower number of polygons does not do Eggman's face justice. Ooh. Yeah, if I was using my power-up, things would be different. I don't know if this game has actual lobs in it. In the console version, or at least the console version I played, the PS2 version, I guess. I don't know if there are meaningful differences between versions or not on console. Ah! Whoops. That's an annoying thing about that cutscene. It always messes you up that way. What was I trying to say? Oh, in that version... Oh, I know he's gonna do his version. If you lob the ball, your opponent could actually... Oh, well, that was just to taunt, I guess, at the end. Ah, I forgot about deuce. I forgot how tennis worked for a second there. If I won. Or something. I don't remember what the point of the different hits is, though, which I really don't. But right there, for instance, when the ball got lobbed a little bit, would that have been out? Ah, that was out, though!
Dr. Eggman.
Shoot. I keep tripping over my words here. Because things are happening in the game. There we go. Do it when it'll trip him up, not me. How did you respond to that? How are you supposed to catch that? The ball just goes everywhere. Or is it just like a purely visual thing? Like, does it not actually change where the ball goes? Eggman. Well, that was slow. Oh yeah, so if the ball got lobbed, a little icon, a little tennis ball icon would appear in a certain spot on the ground. And if you ran up to that and actually... Oh, hello. That's bad. And hit the ball from there, you'd actually jump and slam it down on the ground in a way that was really hard to return.
Game, set, and match. Beat.
Sure.
Captain Onishima failed to stop me, just like you.
Is it just that the voice is compressed differently, or is it actually a different take of the same line or something? I don't know. Anyway, so I wasn't especially proud of that, but it worked. Let's get a little preview of what else there is to see. So cups, here we have cups for tournaments. But we still have missions. So do cups, like, unlock us things? Let's take a quick look. Oh yes, we have the three, okay, those cups. Those will probably unlock something at some point, maybe, I don't know. But the game is going to be more interesting. That was what made the console version interesting as well, to say the least. I'm gonna play as. I think I played as Beat as much as I could last time. Something about Beat's belt just looks funny to me. So I should probably play as someone else. Tails is always the cute one. I like Amigo. Most just because I love the title theme of his game. Like, my god. I wish you had more characters from Sabade Amigo in this game, actually. Play as Rio or something. That'd be cool. I feel like the Sonic characters could overrepresented though anyways. Alright, so fewer things to see here. We still get acknowledgement of Puyo Puyo, which is nice. No more Alex the Kid, it looks like. No more Alex the Kid. Wonderful. It's great. It's the best news. I have wondered for so long if I should ever try to play Puyo Puyo on this channel. I don't know. I don't think it's very good Let's Play material. That's probably a bit more technical. I have a power character. So something more power-oriented might be a good idea. Actually, the only power-oriented mission I can remember in the original, or in the console version, was the Korean stuff. As much as I hated those levels. You still had to aim right, but using a power character here, if I remember right, means that... Oh. You do more damage to them or something like that, if I remember right. Yeah, it's amazing how much this game controls the same. Okay. But you have to really figure out how to hit them from, how to arrange yourself to hit the ball in specific places as well. One tricky thing I never really figured out, and it doesn't help when I'm playing the game blind, so I can't predict these things. I never really know like what relative size to make the different screens on these games for DS. Like in this game, it turns out the bomb screen is just like totally unimportant and useless entirely, so me having it be this small might not be a good idea. But for the first 4 episodes at least, I'm gonna leave it this way, because I'm recording the first five episodes, I mean. The first 5 episodes, I'm gonna leave it this way because I'm recording them all at once, and I already lost like an hour of sleep to set up the screen the way it is now. But I might consider making the top screen bigger because I realize that right now it's probably kind of painfully small. It's painfully small for me, although this is close to the real life size of a DS screen. So I don't know, maybe this is the authentic experience. But another thing I can do also, the game doesn't seem to be lagging, I don't think. I could, let's see my mouse moving around here. I do this, so now the models are a little higher resolution. But I'll see you guys next time, next episode, I guess, when I do, I guess more Sama de Amigo vs. Zombies, as strange as that sounds, for everyone. Or, okay, continue apparently just leaves you back in the menu, I don't know, whatever, bye everyone.